G'day.
Love technology. See how we go, Bill. Friends, no secrets. We sort of walk down some simple paths, look at some great programs, see what we do well. We've all heard of membership and what we must do dozens of times. One of them?
The other one.
Hey! These things are all important, but they're all old hat. I think we all accept them. No arguments with that. So it really is yes, yes, yes to all the above, isn't it? And many more. We all know what we must do. The most important thing to bear in mind is that Rotary is a winner. Everyone loves winners. You've just heard Noel mention South Sydney and how the whole world delighted at that great win last week. Does your club really connect with this community? Think about it. You've just seen the Bunnings barbecues and raffle sales and all of these things. I would suggest the most important thing we have to do at our Rotary clubs is to have fun. Stuart Hill said. Get dirty, dirty your hands, enjoy yourselves, create the fellowship, get out there and mix with your community, connect with your community. That's all it is. We do that effectively, the rest will take care of itself. There's no doubt about that. Most people would agree with that. I'm a fairly simple chap. I have to confess, I've never tried to leave Rotary. I love Rotary. A couple of times I've tried to get rid of me, but I'm still here. It's a great place to be. A great place to make friends and enjoy our really best type of fellowship. We're only limited by our imaginations. There's so many great clubs around our region do some great things. So let's go down that highway of Rotary service. Let's look at a few success stories. Who recognises Humanity in Motion? That amazing book. All right, let's see the hands of those who've never seen one. Only a few. Not bad, not bad. Now here's the bonus for the weekend. In the front of the stage, there's 40 books, one carton. The best thing about this is they're free. So if you want a book, if you haven't seen one, dive down there at the break and grab a handful and take them back to your club and show them what they've been missing. It's a great book. We still need to do all of those very important social media things. The Facebooks, the websites, the Twitter, they're all vital in this modern world of ours. But there's still a place for the hard print quality stuff. Humanity in Motion. It's an amazing magazine called Rotary Down Under. Worth reading. The bright young editor there now, Mark Wallace, got rid of that old fool who's been there for years, and things are happening. Newsletters, electronic, down your line every month. Websites that work. Amazing stuff. New Zealand, first success story. They weren't prepared to accept the fact that they couldn't buy or couldn't get media access. They bought their own for a year or two. Great stuff. Full page, local press, every month. Connected with their community. It worked, didn't it? Who's been to Geraldton of late? Next time you go there. Make a point of seeing the Sydney 2 Memorial. It is the single best example of how to badge a Rotary project effectively I've ever seen. Quality stuff. A very moving tribute, a wonderful town, and a great tribute to those who lost their lives, but also a marvellous example of the work that Rotary does. Canberra, a year or two ago, acknowledged publicly by the government as an outstanding service organisation in this great city. What a feat. They connected with their community. People saw what was happening, appreciated Rotary. We can do so much to help ourselves. These flyers or brochures were pioneered in New Zealand. Great stuff. attractive, brief, all those things. Australian Rotary Health connects with their community superbly. These things, the bike ride around Australia, the race day, the badging at the winning post, seen in newspapers everywhere by grassroots people who say, gee, that Rotary mob can't be too bad, they're at the races. Walkathons, school marathons, bike rides, all of these things with the right Rotary badging. So important as the public see that we're an organisation having fun. Now some governors go too far. Not quite sure about this bloke, but he's here, talks about what he did to put his Rotary organisation out in his community. A massive street parade in Penrith. We connect with our community by way of working with seniors, with youth, with the whole range of people. If you do it right, it works. Santa Claus, with oldies, a seniors' Christmas party. Now they have families. They say to their families, that Rotary mob are all right, they looked after us. They connect with their community. Vocational awards, we all know about that. Oh, they're too hard, I don't know about that. We haven't got time to do that. Gee whiz. It's great. Again, young people in the vocational areas that we need to support and encourage to develop. They go back, they tell their workplace, their families, that Rotary mob, they're connecting with their community. Billiken Bash, Cobar Club, little club, small, they do amazing things. They give this vast group of off-road vehicle owners a great time every year. And they connect with many small communities on the route. They inject funds into those communities. Everyone loves Rotary. Oh, what a fine bunch of athletes. Probably the premier golf team in the Rotary world today, the RDU team. They vanquished those pretenders from the Health Fund so easily this year. Sydney Club. Immediate past chair Ned Boyce locked himself in a jar in Martin Place for a day or two. The public thought it was great. There's Rotary having fun. They're not cooking sausages, they're having fun. Again, the garden gnomes. Lower Blue Mountains Rotary attract about 6, 8, 10,000 people at the Benbrook Village Green every year on Australia Day by throwing the best Australia Day party in Australia. What's made it work? A garden gnome convention. 2,000 garden gnomes. The families bring them in every year. People flock in with their kids, they pass through, they see Rotary in silly hats. They think, what a great mob. The people behind the safety, they're even talking to the gnomes. David Cook's here, he's the gnome Grand Master. Ask him to speak some gnomish to you. Friends, New Zealand again, a Lego Expo. Kids flock in by the hundreds. The club members there, of course, work the expo. What a great thing for parents to see Rotary catering for children at those ages. Don't tell me that doesn't work. That's amazing. Rotaract, Interact. And they're here in numbers too. Great fun. The things that they do by way of their behaviour and games create a favourable impression for Rotary. Their families know that Rotary sponsors, encourages them. It works. It's a simple formula. What a great gimmick from down south, from District 9700. Ron Crouch Transport. That truck's moving around all over the state, interstate. The Rotary message, connecting with communities. Pretty simple stuff, isn't it? Who will ever forget Mark Wallace's great photograph, the Opera House. That was the most used pic, I reckon, in the Rotary world for about a year or more. Hard work. It wasn't easy to achieve. Believe me, our friends at the Opera House weren't that enthusiastic, but we finally had our day. That did a great job for Rotary, connecting with the community. Friends, the projects are many. Bill Gates, of course, has become almost a second face of Rotary. His support for our organisation is now world known. People say, if that man supports Rotary, they must have something going for them. We should look further. Rotary Homes in Fiji, one of my favourite Rotary programs. They've now housed half of the Indigenous in that country. Amazing Rotary initiative. Shuttlebox, of course, disaster aid here, all those great aid programs. Peace for Scholars, the foundation, of course. An amazing inspo that we have in our community. We don't talk enough of it. You heard Phil emphasise that. We need to get out there, and we need to encourage forums with these kids saying what they do, how Rotary has changed their lives, and they're working to change the lives of people around the world. New Zealand, 2 successive Governor-Generals, both members of Rotary. What a great feat. The world needs to know that. Signage. Governor Keith Roffey in 9690, the man who will turn out the lights in that district, has a program this year of working on signage. We don't just have little simple road signs, we have billboards, and we say what Rotary does. We have a contact name, perhaps male and female. We clearly give a message there. Modern, bright, vibrant signs. The RI resources, of course, are many. The artwork's there. It's so easy to create an effective billboard. They work. They do them very well in the Philippines. It's a great sign in the heart of downtown Manila, seen by millions of folk every day. That connects with their community. That's why the growth in the Philippines these days of Rotary is amazing. Friends, that's the story. They are all fun things that Rotary are doing. They're all success stories. It's showing that our organisation really has teeth. We might say to ourselves occasionally, why am I here? Why am I doing this? What's in it for us? There's our Jenny Horton on the job in India, polio immunisation. A wonderful lady doing amazing things in our world. So when you ask yourself, why is Rotary involved? Why are doing it? Remind people that India's been polio-free for a year. We're moving down the cusp with other areas. And why we do things is because of this picture. That's the last child to have polio in India.